Sports for NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And it's the West All-Stars to start out. A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. Jason Tatum is out there with Embiid. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Beal in at the 2.
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
Irving kicks to Beal. Pass to Leonard. Inside, Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops.
The physicality of Embiid, unmatched really, yet he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. We spoke about the defensive end, oddly enough. Now, in past All-Star games, as we know, defense isn't given much thought. But he thinks the players on this team are so competitive, they may take pride in their ability to get stops. That sounds inconceivable, guys, but I guess we'll see.
Thank you, David.
What's up?
Free throw, good. Jokic.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the breadth and depth of his versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, maybe the greatest passing big guy we've seen in a long time. And that, to me, is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
And he gets the bucket.
And with Giannis, a little power goes a long way, getting him past the contact and to a shot.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Irving. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Doncic with it. Guarded now by Irving. Pass to Curry. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
Leonard kicks to Irving. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the shot goes in.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
They get it again. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Jokic doing a nice job there, boxing out the defense to earn a second chance shot.
Leonard, the pass to Tatum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic kicks to James. Outside Curry. And And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And it just seems like every year Curry takes on even more responsibility for his team's success.
The West All-Stars have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Curry.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And punishing move there on the interior. Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket, draw the foul, or both.
Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. The West leading by 3. Outside Curry. The pass to LeBron. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. The West again cannot hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Tatum making a lot of noise with these points now. He's an impact player, make no doubt about it. Capable of turning the game all alone.
Now, here's Doncic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Embiid, the pass to Irving. Beal dishes to Embiid. Here's Irving. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
You know, there's really no defense for this. Irving relishes, actually thoroughly enjoys scoring against tight defense.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Back to Curry, over Irving. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Giannis. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
And that's another example of just how tough Curry is to defend. On him like glue, and it makes no difference.
Irving against Curry. The shot's good from Irving.
Good job there by Leonard setting that screen.
Irving's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Jokic finds Giannis. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Irving with the steal. Here's Beal. Doncic with the block.
Yeah, the defense of Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's Irving. He's got 8. At 3 off the mark. Beal against Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Count that one. He's got 7.
And Tatum is pretty calm out there. He does not rattle easily. Incredible concentration in the face of hardcore defense there.
Now here's James. Tries from 10. And Embiid with the block. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And the rejection by Giannis. On defense, the West All-Stars. They trail by 1. And Embiid with the block.
Incredibly light-footed at 7 feet tall. Embiid can cover a lot of ground defensively.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now here's LeBron, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. George is checked in for the West. Chris Paul comes in for Stephen Curry. And the East All-Stars also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. Giannis kicks to George. Passes to Paul. Now, here's Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. Embiid with the steal. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. And the dunk by Tatum.
Intelligent ball movement that time from Embiid, getting it to a guy with a better shot.
Outside, George. Pass to Doncic. Back to George. Goes up on the high post. Tries again. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Persistence pays for Giannis there, using his athleticism and those long arms to collect second chance opportunities for his team.
Now here's Leonard. Embiid, the pass to Irving. Back to Embiid. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Embiid being nicely set up by his teammates, and he's ready when they get him the ball.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Doncic. And a switch here also for the East. Julius Randle's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. The West trails by 5. Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. Jokic inside, guarded by Embiid, and it's in there.
It takes body control, concentration, and skill to score against that kind of defense. Jokic doing a really nice job inside.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 9. Here's George, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Down low, Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's happy to remind defenses that he can do so.
Pass to Randall. Six on the shot clock. Outside Irving. Over Paul, and Irving with the basket on the assist from Randall. Irving's got 13.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
Now here's Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. George looking over the floor, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Catching up on changes for the West. Gobert comes in for Jokic, and it's Ben Simmons in for Antetokounmpo. Mitchell kicks to Conley. The pass to Randall. Poked away and stolen by Simmons. Oh, the lob to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
You know, Simmons is a platinum level passer, and he has a really good understanding of when his teammates are open.
Levine finds Vucevic, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And here's the West with the ball, trailing by 2, got a piece of it. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the West. Over Conley, again the West All-Stars.
Nice work by Paul, as usual, in that mid-range area. So effective there.
Conley kicks to Levine. Outside Conley. Mitchell outside. From downtown, that's in there. Conley with the assist. And the East leads by 3.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Passes it to Simmons. Pass to Paul. The 3. Randall grabs the board. The East leading by 3. In the corner, it's Levine. Fires the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's George. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the East All-Stars?
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. Brown outside. Simmons on the wing. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Conley. Mitchell outside. Levine against George. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And bringing the fight there. Levine, fearless, creating contact for the potential +1.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Damian Lillard's checked in for the West. Williamson is checked in for the East. Harden comes in for Mitchell. Free throw good, Levine.
An all-star caliber talent now in the league. Levine has shown a real fire and hunger to continue to improve.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10.
Mind the
Right
lanes.
at him. Get to
Mind
the
the
rack.
lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard.
And known for being a clutch performer, Dame has his sights set on titles. A true leader with a winning mindset.
Williamson kicks to Conley. From the arc. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. East All-Stars lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the East All-Stars?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
The East leading by 3. We've got Ben Simmons. Doncic out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Sabonis in at the center position. So that's the West All-Stars 5 as we get into the second quarter. Doncic passes to Lillard. Williamson against Simmons. Here's Lillard. Sabonis trying to get open. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Simmons.
And there's such an edge to Lillard's game. Dame doesn't care where he is on the court. He's going to get buckets.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Back to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Lillard. There's the lob to Sabonis. And they take the lead.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
Now here's Levine. Back to Leonard. It's up a 3. Simmons pulls it in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the West. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Lillard finds Doncic. Lillard with it for 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Harden the pass to Levine. And here's Leonard. Back to Levine. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Levine, such an outstanding scorer. Athletic, strong, great confidence in taking it to the rack. He's no stranger to tough finishes.
The East making a switch. Tatum's checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you very much. Now, Mike Conley was a first-time All-Star in 2021 and is still a top-tier point guard. His teammate Donovan Mitchell says, when you have a guy like that who can control the game, it makes my job easier. Mike always has a feel for what's needed. He's big time. Kevin, back to you.
What an important influence he is on that team. Such a big part of what they do. DA, thanks. The East All-Stars have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Curry's checked in, and a switch here also for the East. Kyrie Irving's checked in for James Harden. That free throw good from Williamson.
The explosive athleticism of Williamson is so much fun to watch. For a guy his size to move like that, incredible.
Now here's LeBron, 8 feet away. Again, the West All-Star.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Pass to Leonard. Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here's LeBron. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Leonard. In the corner, Irving with it. And another miss by the East.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the West All-Stars.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
And that one misses.
You know, Ben Simmons, so unique as a player. I think he's one of the few non-bigs who can actually dominate a game scoring below the foul line. Not just scoring, but with his passing, too.
Now here's Randall. Now the pass to Irving. Clock at 6. Cranes the three while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Giannis, he's checked in for Simmons, and Paul subbed in for Doncic. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. James finds Paul. Back to LeBron. Here's Curry. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, how about the touch there from Curry? Just keeping control even while getting knocked around.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Find the lane. Find the lane. No shot.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Irving kicks to Leonard. Back to Irving. Pulls it up. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Irving's got 15.
Tell you what, I don't think there's been a single shot that Irving has wanted and didn't get so far.
Poked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Mitchell against Curry. Tatum dishes to Mitchell. Passes to Irving. Back to Mitchell. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Over Giannis. Tatum's shot is off.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And Giannis gets it to go.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Irving kicks to Mitchell. Irving looking over the floor. Over Paul. Offensive rebound. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And even though he stands just 6'1", Mitchell is a plus rebounder for a guard. Big vertical and those long arms.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Jokic is checked in, and the East All-Stars also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. And Mitchell, no good on that one. Pass to Jokic with the drive, and Jokic throws it down.
Boy, that's a powerhouse drive by Jokic, busting up the defense and getting to his shot.
Back to Irving. That shot, no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Paul passes to Curry. Now here's LeBron. Jokic, that's a two-pointer. Randall grabs the board. And the East has possession. They trail by 1. LeBron with the block.
Phenomenal work on defense. James using his athleticism to make a statement with that block.
Pass to Embiid. Shoots the 3. The West grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Paul, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The West All-Stars have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Paul.
Chris Paul plays with a competitive fire that is actually infectious. I mean, even in the latter stages of his career, he is still getting it done at a high level.
Paul George, he's checked in for the West. Second free throw, no good. Leonard on the wing, covered by Giannis. Mitchell outside. Shoots it. And another miss by the East. Giannis with it. He's picked up by Irving. Curry kicks to George. Some nice passing here by the West. Here's Giannis. The shot's good on the assist by George. Giannis has got 8 points.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Outside Leonard. Mitchell passes to Embiid. Back to Mitchell. George against Leonard. Over George. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Leonard. Outside Curry. And the pass to George. Back to Curry. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Mitchell. Puts one up from 19. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
An explosive effort there from Mitchell, outrunning the defense and taking the fast break all the way.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the West. Brown comes in for Curry. Michael Conley, he's checked in for the East. It's stolen by Randall. Over in the corner, Conley. Embiid in the corner. Mitchell outside. Over Paul. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West. The 11-footer tips it. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 13 points.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Mitchell against Brown. Mitchell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley gets the bucket.
And with the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
Paul kicks to Jokic. Paul surveying the floor. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Vucevic, he's checked in for the East. Now here's Conley. George passes to Paul. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 5.
Paul has tremendous experience, and he's figured out ways at 6 feet tall how to score in the paint effectively and often.
George against Leonard. Passes it to Mitchell. Floats it up for Randall. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Just another way Randall can beat you. Good hands for the catch and finish at the rim.
Brown outside. Leonard against George. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Conley for 3. He can't get that one to fall. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Jokic with it. Leonard picks him up. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the East has possession. Brown, good.
And I know the defense was all over Brown that time, guys, but in the end, he's just too skilled for him in the paint.
Mitchell outside. And it's Leonard, top of the key. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Lillard's checked in for Paul. The East also changing it up. Levine's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's James Harden in for Donovan Mitchell. George against Levine. To the left side wing. Gobert finds Jokic. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the West. Williamson is checked in for the East. Lillard with no one around. Off the inbound, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Right side, Conley. Right block shot. And there's Williamson on the assist from Conley. Williamson's got 5.
I'll tell you, the plus wingspan is part of what makes Williamson so difficult to defend.
Pass to George. Simmons looking it over. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
One shot.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Conley kicks to Harden. Tipped away. And stolen by Simmons. Brown with the bounce pass. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Boy, nice use of strength that time by Simmons, getting past the defense and into a shot.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Levine. With the floater, and it's Williamson missing. Conley against Lillard. Launches a 3. Doesn't go that time.
And what defense there from Gobert, putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. West All-Stars out in front. They're up by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, your thoughts on the West All-Stars first half?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And Shaq, what did you think about the East All-Stars?
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunities. Few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game will come down to who wants it more.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the court for the East All-Stars, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Kyrie Irving is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Tatum in at the 4 spot.
Hey, good luck trying to move Embiid off the block. If Joel has position, there's not much anybody can do to stop it.
Here's Curry. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. Pass to Giannis. Simmons trying to get open. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Amazing to watch Antetokounmpo will these shots in, refusing to concede to the defense.
Back to Irving. He dishes it to Leonard. Over James. And it's Leonard missing. The West leading by 4. Outside Curry. Got a piece of it. He kicks to Antetokounmpo. Clock is at 3. James, that's a 2-pointer. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Beal against Doncic. Basket, good. Irving's got 17.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
There's the pass to LeBron. And here we go. The East with a fast break. Irving's got the ball. Here's Embiid. No good. That would have tied it. Now the West with the ball. The lead is 2. And James gets it to go.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Passes it to Embiid. It's sent back down by Simmons.
Active defense that time from Simmons, swatting down the shot with some force.
Curry passes it to LeBron. Now Giannis. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Beal for the tie, and that one's good. Irving's got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Simmons dishes to James. 4 on the shot clock. There's the lob at Kumbo. Tatum against LeBron.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
The East All-Stars have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Shooting 2.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, Tatum is everything you want in a star. I mean, he's a talented player, surely. But more importantly, I think, is he's humble and hungry, and he's deeply invested in the team's success.
Jokic has checked in for Ben Simmons. And so Tatum nails them both. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Here's James. He has 6. Curry. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Pass to Beal. There's the 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
James outside. Kicks it to Doncic. From deep 3-point range, East grabs the miss. Beal gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Knocks it loose. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Irving.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
And the burst of quickness on display with the Mobile One drive.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate. Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Doncic kicks to Antetokounmpo. Some nice passing here by the West. Doncic outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Doncic has got 5 points so far. Outside, Beal. Right side, Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. Gets himself to the line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. First free throw is good. So for the West, Sabonis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Paul's subbed in for Stephen Curry. And a switch here also for the East. Randall's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And it's the West All-Stars ball. The three for Doncic. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Plays with nice force. I mean, Randall heading to the line now.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the East All-Stars?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
That one is off. So he comes up empty, missing both. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
At the arc, Doncic can seem unstoppable. You've got to guard him closely out there. You can't give him any space or he'll hurt you.
Now here's Tatum. 12 points for him. Connects from three-point range.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. Doncic outside. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
And that's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
The West All-Stars have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. First one falls for him. And Jokic drops them both. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Beal taking his time here. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Misses the three. Jokic with it. 15 points in the game. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Jokic. Doncic has got 10.
Excellent finish that time inside by Doncic. He's highly skilled. I mean, that's obvious. What's not so obvious is how big he is. This guy looks me eye to eye.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And, you know, if you throw it up, Tatum will go get it now. He's a really good athlete. You can't let him roam free like that.
Pass to James. Here's the three. And the West hit again from deep.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
And Beal kicks to Irving. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. George is checked in. And then for the East All-Stars, Vucevic, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Zach LaVine comes in for Tatum. And it's Mitchell in for Irving. Now, here's Jokic. The pass to Doncic. Six to shoot. Floats one up. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Beal. In the corner, it's Levine. Here's Randall. It counts. And the foul. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Outworking all comers on the glass. Julius Randle. Who else?
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let-up in sight.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Al Paul, 5 points in the game. Pass to Sabonis. Paul outside. The three for Doncic. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside, Levine. Outside, Beal. Pass to Randall. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Luka Doncic.
Terrific body control by Randall. An and one machine.
He shot 3 of 5 from the line.
One shot.
The West trails by 3. Paul kicks to Doncic. Back to Paul. To the inside. And Levine with the block. And George gets it to go. Beal against Paul. Pass to Levine. Back to Beal. Outside for Randall. 5 to shoot. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Randall's got 9 points here in the second half. Outside, George. Back to Doncic. And there's the pass to Sabonis. Some nice passing here by the West. Doncic feeling it out. And the 3-ball is good. Doncic has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back-at-you 3. The revenge triple.
Here's Beal. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Paul. He has 5. Back to Doncic. Sabonis at the elbow. To the paint. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Doncic.
You look at Sabonis, and he clearly is one of the best passing big men in the game because he sees the floor so well.
To the inside, Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Passes it to Levine. Lets it go from deep. And Vucevic throws it down.
Boy, establishes position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Doncic passes to Gobert. Doncic outside. Sabonis high post. Randall on him. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Sabonis.
I love how Sabonis focuses in and maintains that concentration. Very good at taking on the aggressive defense.
Now here's Beal. 8 points for him. Vucevic to the pass to Levine. Good. Levine's got 8 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The three from George. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle, and Randall throws it down.
For Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Floats it up for Doncic.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
The open shot by Beal. A shot missing. Gets it off. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. East All-Stars lead by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The West trails by 3. They've got Nikola Jokic on out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Curry, and it's Lillard, so that's who's on the floor for the West All-Stars. That one drops for him.
You know, I think you got to push Giannis further away if you're the defender there. I mean, he's just too big of a threat inside.
Mr. Williamson, he kicks it to Leonard. Williamson outside. Pass to Conley. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. Over Brown. And that one's good. Leonard. And the East leads by 3.
And we've seen Lillard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
Now, here's Jokic. And the pass to Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And it's Leonard missing. They can retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
Curry, wide open, offensive rebound, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Jokic using that big body to his advantage. He's so skilled and crafty at getting the position he needs to corral those rebounds.
Free throw, no good for Jokic. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
One shot.
That free throw good from Williamson. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Giannis passes to Brown. Here's Curry from past the arc. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Here's Leonard, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. James Harden, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. Leonard hits them both. The West trails by 3. Lillard the pass to Brown. Lillard against Conley. Poked away. Here is Lillard over Conley. Second chance shot. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
Once Giannis gets going now, he stays hot. He's capable of putting the entire offense on his broad shoulders.
Williamson looking it over. Harden inside the three-point line. And another miss by the East. Curry way outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one. And the East All-Stars call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
LeBron, he's checked in for Lillard. And a switch here also for the East. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Thanks, David. No one near James as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Leonard against Curry. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. Well, that was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Now here's Curry. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Here's Giannis. James Harden picking up that last basket. Antetokounmpo kicks to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 21.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Leonard. Embiid with it. Picked up by Brown. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
And it's Brown missing. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. They lead by 1. Conley feeling it out. The 3 from Harden. That shot off. And the West will go the other way with it. Antetokounmpo finds James. Curry is inside. Guarded by Harden. Left side, Brown. Over Conley, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. as relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
And that one misses. Kyrie Irving is checked in for the East. That one misses. In the corner, Harden. Embiid trying to break loose. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And just look at how he navigates. His athleticism is eye-opening.
Irving dishes to Tatum. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You know, one reason Giannis has won Defensive Player of the Year is his agility and mobility. He can stay in front of guys and stay connected to shooters, too.
And they pick up 2. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
It's tipped. Antetokounmpo passes to Curry. The offensive rebound. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now, here is Harden. Leonard, the pass to Embiid. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Boy, if you can't appreciate how skilled Embiid is, you got a problem. And he's impossible for the defense to slow down.
And here's Jokic outside. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. Doncic is checked in for the West. Bradley Beal's checked in for the East. Jokic against Embiid. Another miss by Jokic. And the East has possession. It's a one-point game. Jokic against Embiid. Leonard kicks to Embiid. Clock at 6. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
One shot.
The West trails by 4. Outside Curry. The 3 for Doncic. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, the aggressive approach from Giannis, I like it. Not settling for the layup, instead punching it on. That's the way you do it.
Outside Leonard. Embiid inside the line. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And Embiid has got the ball here for the East All-Stars. The lead is 2. Count that one.
No hesitation whatsoever. I just love how Beal makes that decision quickly to shoot off the catch.
Now here's James. It's deflected. Irving with the steal. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Here's LeBron. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic LU jam.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Outside, Beal. Passes it to Tatum. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Tatum's got the lead up to 6 now for the East All-Stars. Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Offensively, his focus was lasered up. I mean, whatever scheme the defense was working, he found a way to work through it, locating quality shots whenever he got his hands on the ball.
On defense, the East All-Stars. Now here's Curry. Back to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Leonard. The East leading by 6. Pass to Embiid. Back to Leonard, over James. West All-Stars with the rebound. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
And just a loss of concentration there, and they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, clearly an unforced mistake there. You got to keep your head in the game and tighten that handle.
Irving passes to Leonard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Beal against Doncic. Beal the pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Irving, excellent at converting with either hand. He's got a special talent for finishing in the lane.
11 feet away. Chalk up 2 there.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Outside Leonard. Back to Irving. Outside Beal. Tatum trying to break free. That's good from Beal on the assist by Irving. Beal's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Curry. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Curry. Irving kicks to Beal. Good ball movement here by the East. A 3 ball. Here's Embiid. That one goes in. Embiid's got 22.
Powerful move by Embiid right there. He makes beating the defense look easy.
Pass to Jokic. Out to Doncic. It's Curry outside. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And you know Curry loves these moments. The passion, the energy. What a shot.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
One shot.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handle. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
Curry is inside, covered by Irving, and the rejection by Tatum. The pass to Beal. Embiid against Jokic. There's Beal with the three, and it's Curry with the rebound.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Outside Irving. So the East All-Stars win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.